Alonzo, you actually ran into some doctors in Miami who they were telling you about the work they did. 24 hours later, you're on a plane.
Well, Miami has the largest Haitian population outside of Haiti, and a part of that resonated with me because not only are, they're Haitian residents, but they're Heat fans, and they follow me throughout my whole career. So I felt an obligation to go down and do what I could and call up my teammates and friends and colleagues and try to assist in helping the doctors from Project Medishare on the ground who has been there over the past 15 years. Roland, I have never in my life and never thought I would have experienced that much pain, suffering, and death in my whole life, ever. And it looked like something out of a very bad dream, a nightmare, a bad movie. And when
you were there, you were hands-on helping them stabilize patients.
I couldn't go there and watch. I had to be an active participant in trying to help these folks that was trying to help themselves. I witnessed amputations outside, probably in the most unclean, unsterile, and inhumane conditions. I witnessed babies burn. I witnessed fractures of every kind. And the most discouraging thing out of all of it was the fact that we're only an hour-and-a-half flight away from the United States, and not enough was being done in such a short period of time. I can understand it being on the other side of the world, but this was literally an hour-and-a-half flight, and I called back to my foundation and was trying to get them to tap into all of our resources to assist Project Medishare, who was providing around-the-clock free medical services to the children and families who are on the ground. And like I said, they've been there since 15 years, led by Dr. Barth Green, and they've established a field hospital that to this day continues to provide medical services, food, care, nourishment for the babies that are constantly being born over there. And like Soledad said, a large population of the people of Haiti are children. A very large population. It's almost 40% of them that are kids.
And now we're in a situation, obviously, where they are looking at how do they rebuild. You're looking at resources coming in. One of the things that you're still doing is looking at the housing situation there,
yes.
Working in that area.
Yes. Well, we're trying to tap into some resources that have materials that are prefab, that work well in the elements, because they're dealing with a lot of elements issues now.
Heat,
the rain, rainy situation, all that.
Yeah.
So these particular materials that we're going to use for housing there is wind resistant up to 200 miles per hour. They keep out moisture. They keep cool air in. They're earthquake resistant, so they don't crumble under those devastating conditions. So these materials are very, very favorable for that particular environment.
Soledad, you saw coming out of New Orleans what happens when all of the immediate attention is on that area, then all of a sudden it all backs off. And so how have you encouraged other journalists not to forget what's happening there? Because it is a long rebuilding process of a country that frankly was not the most stable country before the earthquake.
It's the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere.
And it's also, you have to look at it as a marathon. And I think, I was in New Orleans the other day doing this documentary on the 5th anniversary, and a lot of people were saying, people would come in and say what they're going to do, those people are gone. And I think the people who are really committed to helping in Haiti have to take a very long view and think decades and think, how do we figure out how to support the Haitians to help themselves? You cannot possibly come from the outside and fix the problem. You can come and help the people on the inside get jobs, get training, all those things. Medishare is an amazing organization. There are organizations that are doing good work. You find them, you support them, and you support them for the next 10 to 20 years.
But that time can be shortened if we make it a priority. Just like we made everything else in this world a priority. If we make Haiti a priority, it won't be decades. It'll be a couple of years.
Right.
But we have to continue to send money, send support, and assist, like Soledad said, assist those organizations on the ground right now working and try to help them continue to help others.
All right, well, we're certainly not going to forget the folks in Haiti, and we're going to keep the spotlight on them. Soledad, Alonzo, I appreciate it.
You
Thanks
bet.
for having me.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.